if I traded it all.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I am so excited to be here and networking with everybody. We are live on Facebook, so hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. We're going to be sharing the show right afterwards. I am so excited about bringing on my first guest. She flew in right from Hawaii to be here. She also has her publisher with her, a publishing company. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to let you say everything, okay? I was going to try and talk, but I'm not going to do it. So I'm going to let you do it. So I have with me Kimber Leigh, and she is the author of her brand new book that she's so excited about. It's called Greta Garbage. I get to say that on the air and not get in trouble. So welcome back to the show. You're so excited. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do, and who you brought with you.
Okay. First of all, I want to thank you, Carol. This is a wonderful opportunity for anybody. And my name is Kimber Leigh. As you said, I am a first-time author, but I am also an award-winning actor, producer, journalist. And now I get to add something new to my title, which is best-selling author. I'm almost going to cry.
That's awesome. You're on Amazon. This thing blew up. It blew up. Right in her face, which she didn't. But you were excited. You wanted that to happen, so you know.
Well, actually, my husband and I talked about best-selling, and I go, look, I can't even. My brain can't go there. I need to finish this book. And as Dr. Brenda Combs knows, she went through this journey with me. It was challenging at times at best. So that was never the thought. I believe that's why it happened, because had it been a thought, had that been something that I was aspiring to, perhaps it might not have happened.
Well, let's talk about the book, okay? Give it to me. I want to see it. I love the book, and everybody's going to see. You can even put it up right here and see what it looks like that, right through Facebook.
Right, but that is the author's copy.
That's right.
So the book does not look like that when you order it.
Oh, it doesn't? What does it look like?
It says pre-sale.
Okay, so let me ask you something.
Yes.
Let's talk about this book,
Yes.
because you know what? I had said to you after listening to you the first time, you have... Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for writing and being able to get this out, your story. So I'd like you to be able to talk about that. You had 30 minutes this time, so you get to do that.
Whoa, yay. So the book is titled Greta Garbage. And as you can see on the arm, it's the word bitch. And I did that purposely because with our negative self-talk and what other people say to us and label us, we tend to wear that inside of us and on the outside of us. And it prohibits us from moving forward. So the title came because my mother was a raging alcoholic, and my grandfather did everything he could in his power to make my childhood and those few moments with him memorable. So he told me how I was going to be as famous of an actress as Greta Garbo. For those of you who don't know, she is a 1930s silent screen actress, and when I went home to tell my mother that amazing thing that I thought would bring her salvation, her response was, sweetheart, you will never be anything but a bitch, a Greta Garbage. And it destroyed me at best.
And so you lived your life with your mother, and who obviously was very difficult to live with.
Yes, anybody with, and let me be clear, nobody wants to be an addict. That isn't something somebody wants to do, but it happens. And I forgive her for everything. I think actually what she gave me was the greatest gift in life, because now looking back, if I would have been raised by a loving, supportive mother, where would I be really today? And today I have an opportunity to help a lot of people who are struggling, and this book is for anybody who has been in the depths of their despair, the darkest of their moments, with nobody to reach out, grab you, and lift you out and put you back in the light. This book is a great guide for that.
But I want you to explain that, because it's not just your story. There's a lot more in there, because it is a self-help.
Exactly, but you have to tell your story in order to share the lessons that have been learned. You know, it's not what happens to you in life that makes the biggest difference. It's how you react to those little moments in your life that are set to destroy you. What those really are learning moments.
Now, the book has gotten on Amazon.
Yes.
Bestseller.
September 1.
Awesome. Isn't that the date that you were on? So tell us, everybody, what happened since you've been here.
So Dr. Brenda Combs put the book up on Amazon on September 1st. One of the craziest things that happened is the Kindle got released, but the paperback version did not. And I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's what people are waiting to buy is the paperback, because the Kindle had been up for pre-sale for a few weeks. So the book, Brenda called Amazon, and that's a story in itself. But they finally fixed the problem, and the paperback didn't go live till late that night. And on September 2nd, we became best-selling. And Brenda, please, she's.
Well, there's a story here between the two of you. I'll tell you, so you can see that right now. But it became #1 on Amazon. Listen, I want to talk to everybody out there. Do you have a website that they can go to and also hear about you?
Absolutely. It's KimberAleigh@mac.com, KimberAleigh.com. The book is on there. If you want to order it, you just click on the book cover. It goes right to Amazon, and it tells you a little bit about the story and my journey.
And here's what we're going to do. If it's okay with you, I like to open up the lines to the audience. I love doing that so that everyone gets entered in to win. We've got 5 copies here that we're going to be giving to people. So you get to call in. Our number here is 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. The book is called Greta Garbage. It's inspiring. What are the difference, what would you say when you had it been very difficult for you to get your story out? Because just to do that alone, I know it must have taken a lot of time. You might have not even been able to write at some point. You might have had to stop. You're right. I can imagine what that would have been like. But this book, when I wrote about you and after I met you the first time, I said, there are everybody out there. You don't have to have been living with somebody who was a raging alcoholic. Maybe you lived with a brother that did something to you, right? There's a lot of that going on.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a lot of things. Parents, I know you had a loving grandmother, but the grandparents, a lot of people live through people who are your husbands, your wives, there are things that happen to people that aren't very good. Bad things happen to good people.
Yes.
And this book can help them.
Yes, because there are stories in there of inspiration, miracles. I've had endless miracles happen because of a secret that is in the book. It's not really a secret, but it's something that you must read the experience in order to live it for yourself to understand it.
Well, we've got our lines open here, and we've got 5 people that are going to win a copy of the book. So, and maybe it's you or someone that you know, give it to them, because it's an awesome, awesome, awesome book. It's called Greta Garbage. You can get it at Amazon, or you can call in here and get one from me for free. We've got 5 people that are going to win. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can check it out. It's on her website, which is Kimber A. Leigh, Leigh.com, or just call in here, get entered in to win. Our number here again, 602-277-5369. We have less than a minute before we go to a break, okay? What would you want to share with them before we go to the break?
I would just like to first of all, I'd like to thank everyone who already purchased the book, who made us best-selling, because this is because of you. Dr. Brenda Combs and I are so very, very grateful.
I'd like to introduce you two really quickly, because you're going to talk after the break. Okay. Dr. Brenda Combs, you're the best-selling author of Finding My Shoes, which we're going to find out a little bit about that. You can lift it up if you want to. You brought it with you. Congratulations on that. Also, your company is called BRC Publishing Company. Correct. Do you help people with writing books? Is that how this happened?
Yes.
You know what? There's a lot of people out there writing books right now. It's the thing to do. It's a good thing for everybody to do. Not only does it help you emotionally, spiritually, but helps you with your business, everything. So you can call in here. We've got 5 people that are going to win. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. It's #1 on Amazon. Hold tight. We'll be back in just a minute. So welcome back, everyone. We have our lines open here for everybody to get entered in to win the best-selling book on Amazon right now. #1, it's called Greta Garbage. And we were talking at the break about this book and how it helps people. And you wanted to talk a little bit about that 30-day challenge that it has. Listen up, everyone, because the book is not just about the stories. And yeah, that helps. It does, really does.
It does.
I know I needed it when my mom and dad, when they passed, it was like I needed to hear other people and what they went through so that I could relate. And it's the same kind of thing, right?
Right.
Let's talk about that 30-day challenge that's also in the book.
Yes, the 30-day challenge at the back, I put it in there because so often people that you live with, that you share relationships with, we want them to change. We want our husband to change. If you did this, I'd be happier. If your kids did this, I'd be happier.
It's out with someone else,
Yeah,
you know that.
Right. So on the island, we call it taking your kuleana, and your kuleana is your responsibility. It is your responsibility to change yourself. That is the only person you can change. You are powerless to change anyone else. So at the back of the book, I put a 30-day challenge in there to inspire people to do one thing that you would like to see different about you. And this isn't a weight loss program. This isn't meet your boyfriend. This is fix yourself. And when you do that, I would love to hear from you, the reader, of what that experience was like for you and how it changed your environment.
Our number here, 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You're getting entered in to win. We've got 5 people that are going to win a copy of the book. You can go to Amazon.com, but call in here. Whether it's you or someone that you know, we all have these pent-up things that are going on. It's what's causing you to be nuts. It's causing you to be fat. It's causing you to have all your problems in your life. It's what's going on the inside.
Exactly. It is. It is you.
I like to get right down to the nitty-gritty.
That's right. Let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because when you said, you make yourself, what did you just say about being fat?
That the pent-up feelings are...
yeah. And so that's that negative self-talk. That's that thing that we do.
It makes us feel good. There's feel-good food.
Mm-hmm.
And so you start eating and it feels good, and then and everybody does it. I'm a popcorn nut, and I just okay, I'm just going to have some popcorn because it's going to make me feel better, And not just women. I know a lot of women probably resonate, but men, you guys, it's the same thing. And what I love about the world that we're in now, because in the old days, men would never even, you didn't talk about stuff like that, right? Because men were all macho and perfect, right? But they're not, and they know it now, and they accept it, which I love that about this world that we're living in now. So it's a book for both men and women.
It is. In fact, the men that have read the book, 3 of them that I know of personally, called or wrote the next day, I read it in one day. And that...
I hear that a lot. I see that a lot on your Facebook.
Yes, and it's coming from the men as well as the women. So I'm very, very grateful, because we are humans. We're, let's fix ourselves. And when we fix ourselves, our outer world will start looking like it's fixed also.
Mm-hmm. It's really a wonderful book. I'm so excited about getting the copy and also getting it signed. I can't wait for that, too. You could go look at her up on her website. It's Kimber Leigh, Leigh.com. But you can also just call in here. You can go on the Amazon.com. It's #1 right there. But you can call in here. We've got 5 people that are going to win. Our number here, 602-277-5369. And toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And I'm going to let everyone call throughout the rest of the show for all of the things that we're going to be giving today. So just because the segment stops, if you've heard this and you've been thinking, should I get one or not, call in.
And I wanted to say one thing about this book signing. You mentioned that Dr. Brenda Combs and I are holding a book signing at the Newman Eye Center.
Oh, Dr. Newman.
Yes,
okay.
Dr. Newman. He gives great discounts on Dysport, so if you're interested, please. Anyway, you owe me
That's in Scottsdale.
Yeah, you owe me $100, Dr. Newman.
Hey, and they're probably, I've been friends with them for a long time, so that's when?
At September 26th from 5 to 8 p.m. It will be a Newman open house, but they are graciously allowing me to, Dr. Brenda Combs and I, to bring our books in, and yes, so.
Let me tell you something. When anytime Dr. Newman does anything, they do it right, okay?
Right,
so check it out. Is that on your website? Is the information?
Not on the website,
Going to be now.
Yes.
So you can check it out. It's going to be September 26th from 5 to 8. You can meet Kimber right there. She's going to be doing a book signing. And our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You're dealing with pent-up stuff, and everybody is. I said that right on the
Yes,
Facebook.
you did.
You know you are. Call in here and get the book. You're going to get better. Again, 602-277-5369, and toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. And I love the 30-day challenge thing. That's also in there. I want to make sure that people know. Dr. Brenda Combs, you also have a book. Can you tell us a little bit about your book? It's called Finding... Oh, let me ask you this before you. How did you find her?
Okay, I was amazingly led to her by Cece Berardi, who was in a book with me called Shattering Barriers. A very small portion of my story was told, and that author passed away. Cece called to tell me, and at the day that she called me, I was writing the book, and she said, Kimber, what are you doing right now? I said, I'm writing a book. She said, you're what? Because Dolores Seawright, the author of the book, on her last days asked me to tell you it's time for you to tell your story, and I have a publisher.
Neat. And so Dr. Brenda Combs, you're the best-selling author of Finding My Shoes, your business company, which you help people write books. If you need a book, you got to write. If you're writing a book, you got to check it out. Having a publicist is awesome, and you helped her write it.
Yes.
Correct? Okay. So the name of your company is BRC Publishing Company. I'll get it out. And the name of the book is called Finding My Shoes. What is it about?
So my book is about my life story of how I overcame 10 years of homelessness and addiction to being honored by former First Lady Laura Bush and President George W. Bush naming me Teacher of the Year, Distinguished Teacher of the Year. I went on to be on CNN, Oprah Radio, and becoming a doctor.
Oh, my God.
And
you see? It can happen to anybody. That's awesome.
It can happen to anyone.
I was just listening to that song from Yes on the way in here. It can happen to anyone. It really can.
Yes.
But everybody has stories. That's what's really neat. We all have stories, and I think that's awesome. Most people do. They've gone through something in their lives or in their family. There's someone, and usually it's all passed down, right? All that stuff, and it's all the negative stuff. So congratulations on that. So that is all about you and how you came from what was nothing to something.
Exactly. And to let people know that nothing's impossible, and that if you make the right choice and do the right thing and believe in yourself, you can make your dreams and goals become a reality.
Absolutely.
And then in turn, you're giving back and helping others.
Now, your book,
what we're doing.
Can you get the book at Amazon as well?
Amazon or on my website.
And what's your website?
BrendaCombs.com.
It's easy that's easy. BrendaCombs.com. Okay. And the book is called Finding My Shoes. And that's heavy duty too. How many people, when you talk to other people, there's got to be just a flock of people that you talk to that just say, oh my God, how wonderful, I had this, I can relate. Do you feel that the same too?
Absolutely. When people write to me, and this is brand new to me. This is not brand new to Dr. Combs, but brand new to me. I feel like I won the lottery. In fact, I don't want to win the lottery now because I've already won it.
That's awesome. Don't ever just say stuff like that, because
I know,
from
I just
your
put that
mouth
out
to
there.
God's ears, right?
Right.
Be careful what you say.
So the lottery, yeah, let's play it.
Because
we'll
then maybe
win it.
we have two more
and you
books.
know what? That's what's in my book too, but about speaking.
Again, tell people again real quickly, because we're going to go soon, but tell everybody again, because there's some people that have just tuned in too, of what this book is and how it helps people, both men and women. You obviously live with a raging alcoholic, and there's a lot of people that do, and there's a lot of people that deal with other kind of stuff too. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be that type of a thing. Lots of people do bad things to people, unfortunately. Tell them that.
So what my book does is it basically holds a mirror up to you to look at you. The focus is on you. It doesn't matter what somebody did to you, what somebody said to you, what environment you're living in. Pick yourself up. Look at a long, hard look into you, into the inside of you. You have an entire universe going on inside of you. And whatever is going on inside of you is portrayed on the outside of you. So stop blaming others. Take responsibility for who and what you are and fix those problems.
Again, the book is called Greta Garbitch, and there's a reason for that. And you can tell them really quickly why.
Yes, it was a name that was called to me by my mother, and it is a play on the famous actress Greta Garbo of the 30s. My mother said, "You will never be anything but a bitch, a Greta Garbage."
Now, the website that you can check her out on is Kimber, A-Leigh, Leigh.com. It's number one. It's bestseller number one right now on Amazon, but we've got our lines open here. 5 people are going to win, and we're going to let you call throughout the rest of the show for it. Men, women, it is for everyone. Children, not too young, but, you know, there's a lot of kids that have gone through stuff too, you know. And, you know, let's face it, when you're looking at yourself, and it's not easy. It's a vile thing to have to do, but you know what? It's awesome. If you do it, it's awesome. You got to check it out. She's also got the 30-day challenge. It's on the back of it, or in the back of it.
Yes.
And we've got 5 people that are going to win. We want to have you call in through the rest of the show for this book. It's number one on Amazon. Our number here, 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. This is an awesome book.
It is an awesome book, and it also is...